I want to make sure that I'm always using my platform to encourage someone, inspire someone, and help women build the confidence that they need to walk in their calling. I love to see women winning, empower one another, uplift one another, support each other. Make sure, if you haven't already, you need to be subscribed to the channel. Hit that button right now. Subscribe, okay? Go ahead and share out with your friends, your girlfriends, your mommy friends, whatever friends, okay? If she's a woman and you are rooting for her, then you need to share with her, because we are rooting for each other. There's enough room for us all, sis. We can all win. We all have creative gifts. We all have a purpose in this world that we should be fulfilling. So let's get it. Let's get right into it, okay? What's up, Sincere Squad? It's your girl Shakera, and I'm back at it with another video. It's Friday, guys. Happy Friday. I hope that you all had a great, productive week on Fridays. I'm going to be coming to you with the faith motivation, okay? I already have the faith podcast. I already share things on my Instagram, and I give you guys weekly videos on Tuesday. So I decided that I need to add an additional segment on my YouTube channel for faith motivation, because a lot of people like to hear it, they like to see it, and I want to just make sure I'm always helping women build the confidence to walk in their calling, because God has a purpose for you, sis, and I want to see you win. And if you have a sis that you want to see win and that you're rooting for, share this video with her right now. Go ahead and share it with her. If it's several of them, share it with them. Share it in your group chats. Y'all, we have to uplift one another. We have to support each other. We have to root for each other. Y'all, there's room for all of us to win. We can do this, but we have to be there for us first. We have to root for us first. We can make it. And I want to see y'all all make it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome to the squad, okay? This is the Sincere Squad, and this is what we do over here. We root for each other. So we're going to get right on to today's video. Dreams are right outside your comfort zone. Leaving that comfort zone is the price that we must pay to achieve them. Sis, you can achieve your dreams. I know that God has laid some things on your heart to do, your purpose. You may not have found it yet, but you're working towards that, and you're just trying different things out. And let me let you know that it's okay. I want you to make sure you're trying different things out. You know, I feel like growing up, my mom allowed me to try whatever I wanted to do, see if it was for me. And if it wasn't for me, then it's okay. As long as I know I tried it, and I won't leave this earth, let me slow down. I won't leave this earth saying, I wish this would have happened, or I wish I could have did this. I know that in my heart, I fulfilled the things that I needed to do here. And that's just when it comes to working, y'all. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I've probably worked in pretty much any industry. And that's because I had to figure out what I like. People always say, oh, you need to stick to one thing and do this. No, that's not really how life works. How can you stick to that one thing when you haven't even tried other things to know that that's your thing? Y'all get me? That makes sense. So it's okay if you haven't found your niche or your purpose or your specific topic that you're, wanting to do. But just try different things and see where your strengths fit in and get better at those things, okay? And see what you really love doing, what you enjoy doing, what gets you excited, what gives you that burning feeling inside. It's oh, I can't wait to do this the next day. That's when you know that you have found your purpose and you can walk in the confidence that you need to do that, okay? Talking, that's what I do. That's my strength, okay? But talking to women, helping them out with their problems, that's something that I've always done all my life. I never really looked at it oh, this is something that I can do to really help people and make a difference. I just thought that's normal. That's just me. But that's a gift that God has given me. Not everybody has that ability to be able to talk to different women and let them know what I see in them. Sometimes we don't see what other people see. So for example, I may have a good sis who she is thebomb.com when it comes to taking pictures. And I'm girl, you could be a photographer, and she may not have even explored that idea yet, but now I've planted that seed inside of her, and she explores that option and she becomes a famous photographer. Like, those are the type of friends that you need, the type of people that you need in your circle, the ones that see potential in you, see things that you don't see in yourself, and just push you to that next level. You don't want people around you that's keeping you complacent and stagnant, because it's all about growing. The life that you're living yourself, like, you're evolving. It's all about growth, okay? So when fulfilling your dreams and walking in your calling, y'all, you have to have patience. Patience is truly a virtue. You know, we live in a generation that's like microwave success, and let me just let you know, that's not real. It could happen for somebody. They go to sleep and wake up the next day, and boom, they famous, rich, whatever your end goal is. But that's not really realistic, okay? So have patience and know that what God has for you will always be for you no matter what. His timing is always better than ours. I know, like, we try to plan out our life and we try to say, oh, by this age, I want to do this, or I'm going to be this, or whatever. Like, no, sis, like, it's not your time yet. Sometimes it's just about trial and error, or sometimes he wants you to go through something to test you to see if you even ready for that big blessing that he about to bless you with. So let me give you an example. For me, I've been starting like groups and things like that. Like, I'm the people connector. Like, I've been that all my life. So I feel like God has tested me to see like how I do with that and how well I can manage it. And like, I started a girl talk group when I was in high school with one of my other good friends, and that was like the first thing that I saw like to my purpose. Like, I'm gonna bring women together. I'm gonna talk to women. I want to open these conversations up. I want to have candid conversations with women to just talk about things that are on our heart and things that we don't get to express daily. So here I am, like, now I have a YouTube platform, and we're still growing, and we're gonna continue to grow. But that right there was like stepping stones. After high school, I went on to college. Originally going to college, y'all, my major was gonna be nursing. Y'all, I didn't want to do nursing, but guess what people planted in my head? Teachers, family members, whoever. They said, you want to go to college and focus on the major that's going to make you a lot of money, or something that has longevity where it's recession proof. So that was like planted in my head and in me, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I got to be a nurse, because we're always going to need nurses, and that job is always going to be there. But that wasn't deep down in my passion. Like, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, I knew I wanted to help people, but I didn't know what that looked like, you know, entering college. So then I explored the option of social work. No, actually, I take that back. Social work was my first option, and everybody told me, oh, you're not going to make money, and now you need to do something that's recession proof, the whole speech about nursing. So then that's when I decided on nursing. And then, y'all, I did a couple of classes. I took some biology classes. I said no. This is not it. Like, this is not what I enjoy doing. I literally dreaded going to those classes. I'm like, I'm not about to waste a whole bunch of money to do something that I don't even truly want to do. So I said, no, scratch that. So then I got into communications, y'all. Communications. It was like, where has this been all my life? Like, I loved every class that I had to take to fulfill that degree. Now, with my first degree, my associates, I got in communications, and I just love speaking in front of people. And like, I had to attend like some Toastmasters, and this would be like people I don't even know, but I would have to get up and like, you know, speak in front of them. And that was what I really, really enjoyed. And I'm like, this really like brings joy to my heart. And you know when it's that thing, because you'll be lighting up inside, like glowing. You got that glow up. But y'all, yeah, and then I had this really great professor. She was so amazing, and she used to tell me all the time, like, Shakera, you're such an amazing speaker. Like, you're going to do really great things. And that was beginning to be planted in me, versus like, oh, you need to focus on a major that's going to make you a lot of money and all this stuff. Like she said, there's so many options you can do with communications. The options are limitless. Like, you can do stuff, you can make money. And she was like, ultimately, it's not about making all the money. It's about fulfilling your purpose. And when she said that, that clicked in. I was like, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. So, long story short, I went on to fulfill that, and I got my associate's degree in communications. Then I went to get my bachelor's degree in journalism, and my focus was media broadcasting. And that's because I love being on camera. Like, naturally, all my life, I was the one taking the pictures. I would get them printed. Like, back when we had like Polaroid cameras, I would get them developed at the drugstore. What is it called? yeah, the drug department store like Walgreens or whatever. Or back then I think like you could do Walmart too. But I would get the pictures developed, and then I would like have photo albums, and I still have all of these albums. They're in storage right now. But I was that friend who always like, oh, let's get a picture, or snapping the pictures, or like, let's make a video of this and let's record this. Like, that's what I like to do. And I like to be on the camera. And as you can see, here I am now, and I'm still doing that. So I went to pursue my bachelor's degree in journalism, and the concentration was media broadcasting, and I loved my journalism classes. Like, I couldn't wait to like get to class the next day and like just learn new techniques and like new ways of how I should communicate and how I should say things and how I should report things. Like, it was just amazing. And you know, a lot of people dread college classes and they're like, another class, another day. But no, like, I loved that part. Like, when I was into my major, it was everything. So I went on to do that, and then it was like my junior year of college, and one of my really good friends at the time, we grew up together. She reached out to me, and she is a year older than me, so she had graduated, and she wanted to start a magazine, and then she wanted to like have another branch to it where it was a TV show, and me as the talk show host. So I'll put a clip in here so y'all can see that. So of course I agreed to it. I'm like, oh my God, yes, girl, you know, I want to do that. That's what I'm going to school for. That's what I ultimately want to do. So we agreed to do that together. We worked together. I did like a couple shows. Like, it didn't go long term as long as we wanted it to go. Of course, like, she had other things she wanted to focus on, and then I was still, you know, in school about to graduate and trying to figure it out. So, you know, you never know. It could come back up. Who knows? But I'll share that with you guys. But then I was like, wow, this is for me. Like, I love being on camera. I love talking to people. I've had like human interactions on set. Like, it was just amazing. So anyways, I did that for a few months, and then ended up graduating college. And fast forward to today, here I am on YouTube talking to you guys, and like, it just feels so good, and it brings me a lot of joy to know that like I touch so many women, I inspire so many women, and just seeing those messages and people reaching out to me and saying like, keep doing what you're doing, that lets me know like I'm in the right place, I'm in the right space, I'm doing what God has called me to do. When they say they're inspired by the things that I share, or I'm so brave to do the things that I do, and I'm like, listen, just try different things and do what's for you. But I don't know how I went on that long tangent, but the moral of that point is have patience, y'all. Y'all saw it was high school. That was 10 years ago for me, and now up to this point, and here I am. So it's all about having patience and knowing that God will fulfill His promise for you. And remember that if you're doing it for the right reasons, then you're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that your purpose sees its way through, no matter how long it takes. So have patience, trust God. All right. And let's get into point number 2. Point number 2 is be consistent. You have to focus on you and improve your craft. Like I said earlier, find your strengths and get better at them. That is the wisest thing I feel like I've ever read. Like, I read that in Millionaire Success Habits, and in that book they talked about how growing up, people will always tell you, focus on your weaknesses, get better at that. But that really doesn't motivate you to keep going. Like, your strengths, things you good at, that's what lights you up, that's what gives you the fire. So why not get better at those things? And you know, then you can walk in your purpose for real in confidence, and then eventually the money's gonna come. And understand, there's gonna be late nights, there's gonna be early mornings, but if it's your purpose, you're not even gonna mind it, y'all. Let me tell you, I've been so consistent, I will not give up on my purpose. Like, there's so many different ideas and things that God has given to me, and I know they're gonna see their way through eventually. Like, not everything happens all at one time, but let me tell you, I was pregnant with my son, still working, y'all. Literally the day after I had my son, in the hospital room on a conference call, like, because that's how dedicated I am to being the best version of myself and putting my all into something that I'm I'm passionate about. So understand that it's not going to be like an overnight success. And if that's what you're looking for, some overnight quick money, then this ain't it. Like, your purpose is not going to be that. That's going to be something different. And I'm not even going to get into all that. But just understand you have to be consistent. The more consistent you are, that's a muscle. You're using that muscle. You're going to get better at the things that you're already doing. If you go back and look at my very first YouTube video, it looks absolutely crappy. And that was still from, going to college and having the experience, but I hadn't been practicing that. I hadn't been consistent with practicing that. But if you go back and look at that video, it's not as great as my current videos are. But that was consistent. I did it over and over and over every week. I got better, learned a new skill, applied it, and boom, it gets better. And that's what it's all about. You can't just give up on yourself 30 days in or 60 days in or even a year in and think, oh, it didn't work out, next. Like, no, if that's something that you're truly passionate about and you feel like that's your strength, then get better at it. That's just that. And I think a part of being consistent is like knowing your why. If you know why you started that and it's like your why is strong, then you ain't gonna have no choice but to be consistent. Like, I know my why. My why for Life is So Sincere is to help women gain the confidence that they need to walk in their calling while embodying a sincere relationship with God. That's what God told me. So I cannot even be like, no, God, I ain't doing that. Like, I've always been doing it, but now it's just very clear to me because I have been consistent through the years. So know your why and you'll do with it whatever it takes. Point number 3, and all of these kind of tie in together, but number 3 is never stop believing in yourself. I don't care who gives up on you, who stops being friends with you, who removes themselves from your life, if you're isolated, whatever. I don't care. Never stop believing in yourself. Nobody has the most respect for your craft or will honor you like you. You gotta believe in you if you want other people to believe in you. When people see that you have that confidence and that grit and that motivation, then they're gonna believe in you too because they see how much it means to you and how much work you put into it. And everybody can't see the vision that God gave you. That's why He gave it to you. You have to believe in yourself and know that if I keep God first, He's going to provide everything I need to fulfill this purpose. So never stop believing in you. Never stop believing in you. If you want to grow and get out of the same place that you've always been in, then you need to think it, you need to walk like it, and you need to act like it, okay? Speak those things that be not. That's called manifestation. Manifestation is real. Okay, speak the things that you want in your life. Speak positive thoughts over your brand, your purpose, your calling. Speak the things that you want God to happen for you and believe it. Don't just be out here talking and rambling at the mouth. Like, actually believe what God said He'll do for me, He's going to do for me. Okay? Because I know that I'm going to be traveling around the world on tour, speaking to different women across the world. That's what I know. I know God told me that, and I believe it, and I speak it, and I tell people every chance I get. So my vision board, that's something I know. You have to know it and believe it deep down inside. So never stop believing in yourself. So just to recap, 3 points for today. Have patience, be consistent, and never stop believing in yourself. God has already blessed you with the gift, the tools, and the resources to fulfill your purpose, and it's up to you what you do with it. Utilize those things and make it work. Make it do what it do, boo. I believe in you and I know that you can do this. So that's your faith motivation for today. I'm rooting for you, sis. You got this. Let's conquer it. That's all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this faith motivation. Leave me a comment below which point resonated with you the most. And let me know some topics that you would love for me to discuss as far as motivational wise or just anything. Leave those down in the comments. I will definitely read those and get back to you, and I will create a video for it if I can speak to that point. So I love y'all so much. I appreciate your support so much, more than you would ever know. It means everything to me. I don't care if it's 100 people a part of the squad, if it's 200, 1,000, 1 million. Every single one of you all means so much to me, and I hope that you know that and you understand that. So until next time, I'll see y'all.